I want to start off. I know Lou gave us a nice little script, and I think I'm going to set the record for crying before you talk. You got to know, people. Coach Rice, Coach Enos, this is not my blood, but he's my son. I love this kid. Hold my glasses. I thought if I wore my glasses, I wouldn't cry. And Jabari, you're from my neighborhood. I'm a Persian doughboy. Let him know, 7 Mile DeQuinter all day. And for those who don't know, Titus, you're from Chicago. I'm from the D, man. So don't get it twisted. Lopez, don't get it twisted. Now let's get back to business. You're from Detroit, right? Tell you something. I met this kid in '07. I was a social studies teacher at Inkster High School, and we were selling programs for the homecoming game. And I just needed a kid to do my work. You can laugh. So I saw this slender kid, unassuming. Okay, he wasn't unassuming. That's Deon Butler, right? So I said, come here, kid. What's your name? Deon Butler. And I said, hey, man, sell these programs. And if you know about Inkster High School and Coach Enos, I know you're familiar with it, and some of the other coaches, it's closed now, but it was a great district, and football galvanized that community. So he made some money. He probably put some in his pocket, but he turned in most of it. And then on top of that, I gave him like a 10, and he'd been working for like an hour, 2 hours, and he looked at it, and I said, hey man, that's all I have. All you did was sell programs. So we got to be really close when I started to coach basketball there. And one thing I noticed about Deon, he was a varsity player, 10th grader. He could coach the freshmen and the JV players, and we'd get ready for the varsity practice. He was just that independent. And I'm going to tell you this, your parents are proud of you, Deon. Both of your parents are proud of you. Your sister, Nancy, is proud of you. Your sister, your brother, DeMarco, is proud of you. Don't tell him I said your sister. Demarius is proud of you. Your granny is proud of you. Mosiah, your cousin, is proud of you. My wife just texted me and said she is proud of you. And congratulations to Deon Butler. You come from Inkster, where per capita, there are about as many murders there than there are in Detroit. They say you couldn't make it. You turn around and look at me, boy. You have made it. You are a winner. You're going to continue to win. But there's somebody who made some mistakes, and we'll get into that shortly. And I was a crazy guy, but this guy here, let me tell you, you've made it, Deon. You know, I believe in you because you've come to Mount Pleasant, a place totally contrasting Inkster, Michigan, and you come up here and you've made a name. You won the Bill Boyden Award. Special Olympics told me while I was up here at that ceremony, they said that they want you to work for them. Give them a round of applause for that. They want you to work. And you know why? Because you've given your heart, man. You've had your brother up here. You've had different people who you care about up here trying to look out for them. Because that's your heart. So I believe in you because you love everybody else. You're selfless. I'm proud of you. And Lou, you said be specific, right? You don't mind if I'm specific, do you? Because you know the story, right? Junior year, 2008, Inkster were making a run for the state tournament, trying to get a Class B state championship. We get to the quarterfinals in Jackson High School, and he had a Rasheed Wallace moment. How many of y'all familiar with Rasheed Wallace? Always complaining about the officials, right? So Deon gets into the official's face, man, watch them balls. Real tough game. I think we're playing Manchester. And the coach, our varsity coach, Duran Shep says, somebody go get him. And he's a short guy, and you can barely hear what he's saying. And so, somebody go get him now. And everybody, we had about 6 assistant coaches, nobody moved. And so he said, Pete, go get him. Because Deon needed to be, how many of y'all know, seen the other side of Deon? Turned up, right? Coach Enos? Turned all the way up. Hashtag turned up. Okay? But Deon, remember now, he's in the 11th grade. He's in the official's face. We had to put him out. Tech, he's out of here. We walked into the locker room. Okay, I walked into the locker room. We sat him down. Coach Carter, Greg Carter, he's at Oak Park now. Used to be at DePore's, one of the greatest high school football coaches in the state's history. Am I right, Coach? Am I right, Coach Rising? He said, cannot ride our bus, don't want to be affiliated with him. He embarrassed himself. But you know what? Why I'm proud of you? Because that night is when I knew it. I knew you were going to be somebody, because guess what? We advanced to the semifinals. We're going to the Brads. But we got one small problem. They want him off the team. They took a team vote. All 25 kids and all 6 coaches. Some of them that didn't come. That's another story. They voted. And just today, Coach Dan, your other father, he says, you remember when we voted and everybody voted to kick Deon off except me and you? And we laughed for 5 minutes straight today. Because you know what Dan said? Coach Dan Rice said to me, all those coaches are going to lie. And the kids say they voted for you to stay on. But we know the truth. It was me and you, EP. We voted to keep you on. So guess what happened? In the semifinals against Flip Powers, we lost by 1. Another kid that's the quarterback at Michigan now, missed a 3. We're down 2. That's another story. This kid sacked for 3 quarters. We put it in the 4th quarter, and we lose by 1. Had he played, I got to take this wedding ring off and put it on my other hand, because I got a state championship ring. But we wanted to teach this kid discipline. And I'm proud of you because the way you handled that. The whole time we're watching Deon. Because mind you, the majority of those kids, they really didn't want him. And it was like being at the state capitol trying to convince and caucus and, hey, give this kid a chance. I mean, I think we swayed the vote from 2 people, me and Coach Dan, to some people. Anyway, we voted to keep him on, but don't start him, don't play him. He was going to dress and not play. We decided to let him play. The rest is history. He played 1 year of varsity football. He's here. And this young man, Deon, I'm just impressed at the way you've handled everything. I got kicked out of Cass Tech. Ran out of Osborne, guy had a gun. It was back in the 80s. Okay? I ended up in Pershing High School. I went to college. Pledged the fraternity, acted a fool, fought everybody. One last strike, I didn't get kicked out. But you saw me in December, you came to my graduation. And when I get the doctoral degree and become Dr. Pate, I know you'll be there. Because guess what? In December when you graduate, I'm going to be there because I'm proud of you. You're not supposed to be here, man. You're here. We're here. You're not supposed to be here, Deon. You're supposed to be an Inkster slinging in the trap. But you're here, man. You're a good example of what a student athlete can be. You remind me of me. They gave you a chance. They opened the door. You walked through it. And that's why I love you. That's why I'm proud of you. That's why I'm so proud of you, man. What else am I supposed to say? I I believe in you, man. And Deon, tell you something, man. By the way, I'm in graduate school in Central Michigan, so that makes me a chip, right? Fire up, chips. Western is a chip of the month.